What's up guys, I'm Christopher, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the O-1 visa and how you can get it. 3 years ago I made the decision that I want to move to the US, and I was wondering which visa could I get, like what would be the right fit for me. And at that time it was super confusing. I was looking around and talked with different experts, but in the end I decided to get the O-1A visa. In this video I'm gonna tell you how you can really go through the process and actually also get that visa. O-1 visa is, like its secondary name, is visa for individuals with extraordinary abilities or achievements. This is a visa where you really need to be the expert in your field, whether you are an entrepreneur, you're an actor, an athlete, a scientist, or whatever it may be, but you really need to be one of the best in your field and have like a track record of performing over years. Sometimes maybe it can be 2 years if you've been super successful, but other people maybe a 10-year history of showing your expertise in your field basically. There's 9 categories where you need to be, or should I say, approved in 3 of these. And these categories is anything from if you had a lot of press, if you made a lot of money, if you are an author, if you're a teacher, if you've been like expert in some different scenarios. So really there's like many different categories where you can see if you fit in. So for example, for me, when I applied, there was like 4 to 5 categories where I could potentially get approved. For example, press. I had a lot of press in Scandinavia, and then also about coming up with some original ideas and concepts. But again, it really depends on your profile. But there's 9 categories where you basically need to have a minimum of 3 of these. That's the way to actually get approved, or at least based on their skills. You also need a company that you work for. In my case, it's my own company, and that would probably also be the case for you if you're an entrepreneur looking for this visa. But again, it depends really on your case. If you are an actor, maybe you have an agent that you're being hired from. Basically, if you're an entrepreneur, I think the best setup would be to work for your own company. So that's the first step that you need in the visa process. A lot of people choose to have a lawyer helping them, and that's also what I did in my case, because I did do a lot of research, but still it's very overwhelming, and it can be difficult to know where to start. So I looked around and there's different companies that is specialized in helping entrepreneurs that wants to move to the US. So the process itself, the first thing was to start your own company, which I also have a link here to Doola, which is a great option. The next thing after you have your company, whether it's an LLC or C-Corp, is that you need to start the whole visa process. And the company I used for this was Deel, or it was also at that time under the name LegalPad, and they helped me through the process. It was not perfect, I would say. It was kind of expensive, but it is in general expensive with visa to the US, and it was a little confusing, but I did get the visa, and they were really friendly also. So I would say they're a good choice, one of the better options if you are looking for a company that can help you. So I've dropped the link down below so you can check that out. But basically the process for me was that I just sent in all the material I have from the last 10 years. So my expertise have been within the entrepreneurship, with having different online stores, and a lot in the sexual wellness space actually. So for me it was about providing all the material I had, like different articles in the news. I was mentioned in the Scandinavian Shark Tank, or like I did an appearance and got an investment. So there's like different, I just tried to provide all the things I had to show that I'm one of the best in my industry, or like with my in my field, and I provided all of that. And then after that they tried to put the case together, basically structure it, figure out what documents is relevant and what is not. All of this took kind of a long time. It's the whole process from the start until the end was more than 1 year, but it was also because I was maybe not always so fast providing all the material, but in the end, it took a while because first I handed in a lot of documents. Maybe they asked me for additional documents or evidence or whatever, and then slowly they had enough to actually put together this the petition basically. So and after that there was a few other things, formalities, things that had to be done before it was ready to send in. And then when the application is sent in, there's two options. You can choose the regular processing, which is it's like $500 or something like that, but the majority of people choose or not the majority, but a lot of people choose the premium processing, where you get an answer within 2 weeks. And that's also what I did at that time. But you can actually look up and see how the waiting time is when you are ready with your application or petition. And sometimes it's down to 2 months or something like that. So it really depends on the timing, when it's peak season and not. So you don't, like a lot of places they say you have to use the premium processing. You don't have to, but of course if you're in a rush and you need that visa ASAP, then you need to of course go ahead and pay the premium, which is $2,500, or maybe they increased it recently, but it's around this. So that's pretty much it. I got it approved, and then I went to the embassy and they put in the visa, and then I got it back, and then all set and ready to go. So that's the rundown of it. Again, I've dropped some links below that gives you different, like how to start your company, what company I would use for helping you get your visa, and that's pretty much it. And then hit the like or subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.